Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin's recent price action, technicals, and review my analysis so far. We'll also touch on the upcoming Fed meeting and its effects on Bitcoin. Lastly, we will talk about a gold asteroid worth quadrillions of dollars. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. This is iFinance, so let's get to it. So recently we've seen that Bitcoin continues to follow the trend lines that I drew almost perfectly. Indeed, it continues to respect the levels of support and resistance that you can see in the yellow lines in my chart. Moreover, it also continues to respect the trend lines that I drew. Currently, we see that Bitcoin is at the support level of roughly 11.1k. However, you can think of the true support area, or what I like to call the buy the dip area, as the range between 10.5k to 11.1k. Overall, it seems that indeed Bitcoin appears to be respecting these two trend lines in my chart. This doesn't mean that I am a fortune teller or something like that. All it means is that Bitcoin remains in an uptrend and that it is probably taking a breather right now. The only thing that would make me feel uncomfortable or worried about Bitcoin is if we see a considerable dump next week, or if we see it breaking its lower support lines anytime soon. Still, even if that were to happen, Bitcoin has much support below here. So I would recommend people remain calm and don't start thinking that this is the end of Bitcoin. In my view, this chart looks completely normal and healthy. After all, I still think that Bitcoin's long-term trend should eventually take us much higher. You see, recently there was this news about an asteroid found by NASA that is supposed to contain quadrillions of dollars in gold. Naturally, we're not going to mine that asteroid anytime soon. However, in the future, this is entirely possible. If that were to occur, then the price of gold would decline dramatically. On the other hand, there will only be 21 million bitcoins, ever. So think about it. There are only 21 million bitcoins in the entire universe. In my opinion, this proves how scarce, unique, and revolutionary Bitcoin indeed is compared to all the other assets we know today. Still, I see YouTubers and analysts implying that recently we had a blow-off top and we're entering or resuming Bitcoin's bear market. However, I think that many of these now Bitcoin analysts are just people who got burned in the 2017 crash and developed Bitcoin PTSD as a result. This is why they are always looking for reasons for another crash in Bitcoin, while ignoring its long-term disruptive potential. After all, think about Bitcoin's long-term target of at least 50,000 by 2020. I wrote a Seeking Alpha article about this subject in particular, link in the description if you're interested. However, I think that this price target is realistic and it will imply that many more parabolic rises in the future are entirely possible. So, in my view, there seems to be a bit of cognitive dissonance in these analysts. After all, their long-term targets and short-term analysis are contradictory. So, if you like sober analysis on Bitcoin, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But in any case, I think that now Bitcoin is merely taking a breather and consolidating. After all, if Bitcoin is heading to 100k, as many of us expect, then we should expect many more parabolas followed by consolidation periods. In my opinion, this consolidation period in particular should last for at least another 2 to 4 weeks before heading much higher. Moreover, I think that the consolidation range is already set. In my view, the 10.2k to 13.8k is the range. So I guess that at least the first half of July will be a quiet period for Bitcoin, but we'll see. It is also worth noting that this consolidation period seems to align itself very well with the upcoming Fed meeting. As I've been saying in my previous videos, once the Feds start easing again, then Bitcoin and gold should catch a beat as well. So I think both are heading much higher in the near term. In any case, let's keep our eyes on these couple of factors. Another thing worth mentioning is that people are now expecting the so-called alt season. Indeed, altcoins usually tend to perform better when Bitcoin is going sideways. So I think that over the next month, in July, while Bitcoin consolidates, we will see these other altcoins start rallying. This also supports the idea of Bitcoin consolidating in July. After all, while people are focusing on altcoins, Bitcoin typically breaks out of its consolidating range. Once this happens, I think we'll see Bitcoin FOMO once again, because that just goes to show how traders are. So we'll see how that plays out. Still, I think that altcoins are highly speculative, and I believe that 99% of the other coins are probably going to zero, or at least are going to substantially disappoint people. A few of those coins might survive over the long term, however, it will be mostly because of their practical applications. Ultimately, I think that only one crypto will become the digital gold, and in my view, that is going to be Bitcoin. So if you feel like gambling, then be my guest. However, I'd rather play it safe and buy Bitcoin. Lastly, I want to remind people to avoid speculating too much over the short term. After all, timing the market is extremely difficult. Even proper technical analysis is not 100% reliable. Therefore, the safest bet is to own Bitcoin for the long term. In the meantime, use these pullbacks to your advantage, not to your detriment. This is what I intend to do, so don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified of my videos and stay updated. In any case, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Just about to pay with Lightning, gentlemen. This is my second Lightning payment ever done. Scan to pay. 30,000 sats. Pay. Payment sent.
Payment received.
Payment received.